Hi there guys, and welcome to our latest video. This is Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. This isn't the remake, which is pretty good actually, but it's the far superior Mega Drive version, back from the old 16-bit days. Now, a lot of people will tell you that the Master System version was far superior. I don't really agree with that. I can understand why you could argue that the gameplay is a lot more challenging, but I mean, when this game came out, Christ, it was like having a cartoon. It was absolutely fantastic, brilliant. I mean, look at that. Look how good that looks. Look how upset Mickey is. It's just an absolutely amazing game, and this was gobsmacking back in '91, and it was one of the early platformers just before Sonic came along, and it was that wave of Mega Drive games where it was really starting to knock up a gear from the original games that had first come out on it, like Space Harrier 2 and Super Thunder Blade, or Super Thunder Shit as it's more commonly known. So anyway, let's take a look at the actual game itself. So okay, go past that, and it's like I said, it is a pretty easy game, but that just allows you to appreciate it more because you get to see pretty much all of it. So this is basically some little mouse guy basically telling Mickey that, yeah, Minnie's been captured by Mizrabel, the bitch has got her in some castle, and you've got to go and save her by rescuing crystals. So let's see if we can find some. And there's some scary guys there, but luckily Mickey can kill him with his ass. And again, it's quite interesting. One of the things when the remake came out is people were going absolutely mental because he no longer had his bottom attack, and it's like, well, you know, it's modern day. Disney probably doesn't want Mickey using his ass to kill people, so you know, you don't get it. You know, you can do it here, but things were different in the 90s. Live with it. Absolutely charming music. Oh, this game is so good. And it's just the way he's like walking around. He's just, look how bloody happy he is. Just sauntering along without a care in the world. These basically give you extra life points, and then when you lose all your life points, you obviously lose a life. But because this is obviously a Disney game, you don't lose lives, you just lose tries. And when you've lost all your tries, you can't play anymore. Charming. Oh, and I've got one power left. Let's see if I can get off the first level without dying. How embarrassing! And as you can see, Mickey, when he's got him, he can chuck apples or crystal balls or anything else which comes along. So there we go. There's our power bar refueled slightly. Jump down there, that's an extra life, or a try I should say. And this is really cool as well, so you want to dodge this apple. And this is one of my favourite parts of the game. I always remember when this first came out, I rushed around to my friend's house, Wayne Osborne. Gave my mate Alex Timoney a call. I was like, you have to come around and see this, it's like watching a cartoon. Absolutely astonishing. Really delightful, charming music as well. Oh shit! So good. And look, poor old Mickey dies. But on the other hand, we get to play this level again, so it's not too bad. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum. But I'm not sure if these spiders and that are actually based on any actual Mickey Mouse cartoons. I don't really follow Mickey Mouse much. I think he's a bit of a pathetic cartoon character, to be honest. You know, bloody things like Steamboat Willie, don't really care for that. Yeah, they've got cultural importance, but no, Mickey's pretty boring. Donald Duck, now, you know, that was a cartoon character you could get behind. So off we go. So what I'll do is I'll probably just go through to the first level because it's going to take a fair amount of time to do everything. And one of the cool little things about this game is that there are lots of little hiding places around if you're prepared to go off the beaten track, so to speak, and look for them. But the actual level design is pretty solid, to be fair. There's a few little secrets around if you're prepared to look for them. But as I said, we're just going to try and get through as quickly as we can, so we can get to the boss, who's coming up now. Great music as well on these boss battles. And I've messed that up because I was too busy singing. So dodge the acorns and give him a button bounce. You can hit him with an apple, but that takes far too long. So this is the best way of doing things. And this was actually done by Sega. I think it's Sega AM7, and they did all the Illusion games. I recently picked up World of Illusion, which is the sequel, and then most of the other Illusion games I do believe came out on things like the Game Gear. And there you go, there's your first diamond. Ah, sorry, let's do the next level. You know you want to see it. So again, there's a huge amount of imagination packed into this game. I love the style of the levels. It's just the music as well. Everything about it really does feel like a Disney cartoon come to life. And you know, kudos to Sega to basically not only making such a great game in the first place, but basically having the balls to go back and do something different with the PC and PSN update. I mean, as good as enjoyable as DuckTales was, they made a lot of mistakes in terms of that. Yes, it looked absolutely amazing with really gorgeous graphics, but the gameplay was pretty much still the NES gameplay underneath, which meant that it was kind of not very good. With the remake of this, you know, they basically went back and they realised that you had to update it for today's gamers. And it's quite interesting as well, because you read a lot of reviews at the time, and you know, they're all pissing and moaning because they paid like £10 for a game that can be completed in, you know, 2 hours. Well, you know, I got news for you, journos. Basically, this original game, you can complete this in 45 minutes, and it costs 40 quid. So, you know, how does that work out? How do you like them apples? You know, do some research. You know, you don't jump on the bandwagon for games like this and say that they lack in length, because it's how they're designed. It's a very arcade-like game, and the structure of it. And when you go back to a lot of Mega Drive games, in fact, which is probably why I like them, they are relatively simple to blast through. Obviously, you know, if you're going to play it properly, not so much Mickey, because Mickey is piss easy, but you know, if you're going to play a game properly, you only use one credit. You know, real gaming men use one credit. They don't basically use infinite credits, unless of course they're using a video like earlier where they're just basically trying to show you the game off. And you know, if you played it properly, you probably still got a couple of weeks entertainment out of the game, and for 40 quid, you know, that's pretty good in my book. Oh dear, bugger that. So yeah, there is a rumour going around that Sega is making an actual update to World of Illusion. Now I'm not sure if that is an actual rumour or it's just something I've made up, but it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So if they put the same sort of care and thought and imagination into that they did with the recent update, I'll be there on day one and picking up a copy. Again, just little things like this, like the fact that, you know, you're jumping on jelly and you can get stuck in it. It's just a lovely, charming little game. There we go, there's another bit to do with power, and that's a level done. So this is a neat trick. Again, this is something that basically blew my mind when I first experienced it in the 90s. So you jump on this, look at that, that's some crazy shit right there. Great stuff. And you can keep on changing that to basically take out enemies at once. Again, just an absolutely delightful little game. And you know, if you don't like Castle of Illusion, then you're clearly dead inside, because it's just absolutely brilliant. And there's one of the secrets I was telling you about earlier. Although I just wasted it because I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's take those out. We're nearly at the end of the level. So again, we'll probably do one more boss, and then I think we'll call it a day. I mean, you've probably seen my Mega Drive collection now. I'm probably up to around 20 odd games. So if there are any videos that you'd like to see, obviously just leave something in the actual suggestion box in the comments, and I will do what I can to accommodate you. I'm going to hopefully get a few more of these up over Christmas, so we'll see how it goes. I'll bounce with his head. Nice. And again, if you can get relatively